So when Belshazzar was doing this, he was really having the Lord suffer because seeing the things that had been dedicated to him be used by a pagan king, his courts, his wives, and his concubines. That's disrespecting God in so many ways. And and there's consequences. And then immediately the fingers of a human hand appeared and wrote on the plaster of the wall of the king's palace opposite the lampstand. And the king saw the hand as it wrote. Then the king's color changed and his thoughts alarmed him. His limbs gave way and his knees knocked together. Now he might have been a pagan, but he knew there was something going on beyond what he could understand. It might have been a little bit like Paul, but Paul knew right away that it had to be his Lord and Savior. He says, Lord, he knew it. But this man, this king just, he was so alarmed because he knew this was something he couldn't control. But he didn't recognize exactly who it was. So he was upset, and the queen, and I love this part in 10, the queen, because of the words of the king and his lords, came into the banqueting hall, and the queen declared, O king, live forever. Let not your thoughts alarm you or your color change. Even in this pagan community, the women knew their place. And they even honored this man. She honored this man, although he wasn't probably a good person. But she still honored him. But God used her to tell the king about Daniel, because the king had called on all of his sorcerers, astrologers, to interpret what was written on the wall, but no one could do it. And this queen said, there's a man in your kingdom in whom is the spirit of the holy gods. Now she says gods. In this version it says gods. Because they're pagans. They don't know. There's only one God. In the days of your father, light and understanding and wisdom like the wisdom of the gods were found in him. This was the beginning of the end of Belshazzar. But it was a very good lesson for those to learn that, as we see, has been done over and over and over again with the Israelites and with us, the people of God, over and over and over again, that we should never disrespect the things of God. In verse 16 it says, the King Belshazzar spoke to Daniel, and he said, I have heard that you can give interpretations and solve problems,